Time of Dish with D. That's me. I did upload yesterday. I mean, I did film yesterday. It just, I don't know. Did you ever put out, like, I don't normally watch it back, but I was trying to figure out a title for it. And I was watching it back. I'm like, it just was, I don't know. I don't like to put out things that I just didn't make sense. And sometimes I think I was all over the place. And sometimes I am all over the place most times. Anyway, this was just worse. So I thought, I like to put out stuff that I'm not proud of, that doesn't make any sense. This content is Weight Watchers. It's inspiring, it's empowering, it's motivating. It's not what I did yesterday. It was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't anything negative. It was just weird. Like, I don't know, I was all over the place. I was talking about the dog, and then this didn't make any sense. Like, I don't know if I would have wanted to watch it personally. Like, if I don't want to watch it, I think anybody else is going to want to watch it. So yeah, so he's home, he's resting. I did decide to go to work today. My son's home. I took him out, fed him, gave him his medicine. He's laying with his donut on. So there's really nothing much. You just have to be there, and he's there, so I think that should be fine. And he probably won't even want to go out till I come home anyway. So, and he's going for a laser treatment. There's these laser treatments that they're giving him. It's to help speed healing. It's funny, it's put into the surgery, so it's up to me whether I want to use it. I'm like, well, I've already paid for it, so yeah. I have to take him every other day for 12 visits, so we'll see how that goes. But thank you all for your concerns, for your emails, your texts, I don't say texts, it's more messaging, comments, posts. I appreciate it. I really, truly do. It touched my heart that you guys, because I guess you're just there for me, and you know that dog is everything. He is, and I'm just one of those pet people. I think there's pet people and non-pet people. I'm a pet person. I always knew I would be. I just never had the opportunity to get one. This with, I guess, my parents when I was young. My mother was definitely afraid of animals, and and then I had the babies. It was just knew it would be my responsibility, so I knew, which was fine. I was fine with that. I don't mind. I knew getting the dog, he'd be my responsibility. So, speaking of responsibility, that leads me, good segue, into my vlog for today about responsibility, about taking responsibility for our actions. Being responsible, it's I repeat the same things, but they are the core to how we function in this journey. But I'm responsible for the food that I put in my mouth. I'm responsible for the food I put in my pantry. I'm responsible for, the decisions I make. Not all of them are good ones, but I own them, and I think if you guys see that, I give you guys transparency. I tell you when I'm having a bad week. I'm telling you when I'm eating when I'm not supposed to. And I'm telling you that I'm never 100% on plan. I just never am. And I finally figured that that's just who I am. I'm never going to be a robot. I am never going to be, this is how I'm supposed to eat and then do it. I'm a human. I'm a person who loves food. And I needed to fit food into my journey and into my life. And that's why I kind of every week, and I'm on weight loss mode right now, but it's kind of weight loss / maintenance. Because let's face it, I am really good at the weight I'm at right now. That's half the problem. I don't want to lose it. I truly don't want to lose it. I don't need to lose it. I don't need to be lower for any reason other than you can sit there and say, it's a safety net. So, you know what? If WW charges me, oh well. I'm not living my life under this microscope of this is the weight I have to be and that's it. And I feel really good about that decision because it just takes the pressure off. I don't need to be living day in and day out worrying about, did I eat too much today? Did I have that snack I shouldn't have? Did I have too much dinner? Maybe I shouldn't have had that popcorn late at night. Maybe I shouldn't have had that extra cookie. You know what? In the grand scheme of things, this is just a small fraction of my life. I have a job, I have a family, I have a dog, and I have a community. So what I eat should be the center of my being. And when you come, like you sit there and you fight all these things constantly, like I'm fighting this, I'm fighting that. Why? If I have to fight it, then it's not right. Epiphany. If it takes this much work, it's not right. So I'm just really good with the fact that I am where I am. And if I have weeks that I lose, so be it. And if I have weeks that I gain, so be it. If I go over goal, so be it. As long as I'm not 10 over goal, that's my space. That's where I'm drawing the line. You know, I give myself 10 pounds over 156, which will give me 166. I mean, I don't want to be in the 160s, don't get me wrong. I like being 158. Honestly, that's where I like to be, 158. Weight Watchers wants me at 156. Funny part is, the doctor wrote the note for 158. I think that's interesting. But yeah. Of course, they scratched up at 156. But yeah, I am just happy and content. And that's what life's about. Finding your sweet spot. Finding where you're happy and content at. Don't let, and I had a vlog, I don't think I remember to link it, I'll call it Unrealistic Goals. Sometimes we think that this is where we want to be because society tells us that, or because Weight Watchers tells us that, or we see other people who do that. Do we want to be them? I don't want to be anybody else but myself. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I don't need to sit there and, you know, be 5 under my goal to prove to Weight Watchers that I'm valid, that my weight loss journey was successful, because I know it was. I don't need them to validate me. I validated myself by completing the journey, and I'm validated. I don't need a pat on the back. I don't need anybody to sit there and say, oh, you did good. I don't need that. I don't need it. And I'm done trying to fight what I don't even really want. And that's half the problem, the want. I don't want it. If I don't want it, I'm not going to put 150% energy into it. I just don't want it. And that's the thing, like, it's the why, I guess you want to call it the why. I mean, I fulfilled my why. I became healthy. Is it going to make me more healthier that I'm 5 pounds under goal? No, it's not. It's going to mess with my mental state. And you know what? That's unhealthy. Yeah, that's unhealthy. Your mental state and your physical state need to be both in gear. And if you're just flip-flopping on one or the other to prove one or the other to your mental versus your body, you're just going to be having this battle for the rest of your life. Do you want to sit there and struggle for the rest of your life with food? I don't. I don't. I don't value it that much that I'm going to sit there and have to struggle with it. You know, it's a great feeling to, you know, just be. It just is. It's, you know, life's short, and we've, you know, I say this all the time. If we haven't learned that, how short life can be, at the blink of an eye, everything can change. And I'm going to sit here and quibble over a couple of pounds? Yeah, don't think so. Don't think so. It's not worth it to me. Could I go down the street? I think I can. I don't know. Let's see. Can I? Let me just stay here now. I can turn down if these guys go straight. Yeah, I hate road work. Yes. So you have to be confident in who you are, in your journey, in the process. Do what's best for you. I mean, the struggle is real for most people. It just is. And you wonder, how do people get by? How do people survive? How do people do it? It's their mental state. It's what pushes them. What pushes you physically, emotionally, mentally. You have to choose. You have to choose the side you want to be on. Do I want to be on the struggle, the rest of my life side, or do I want to be on the side that, you know what, I've done the best I can, I'm happy where I'm at, and let's enjoy life side? That's the side I'm choosing. I'm choosing life. I'm choosing life. And I hope you choose life with me. Because we only got one life to live. And I look at the poor dog, and I really parallel him and his struggles, and look at his little face, and you can see he's in pain. But you know, you just got to do the best you can. You just got to sit there and be able to get by. And let's see if I can get through this light. Oh, this is what they did. I see. I empower you. I hope I give you a different perspective. My channel, I feel, at least in my opinion, I always say, but I feel that I offer really different perspectives on weight loss. A lot of people are different than me. They're just to keep at it. You can do this, keep fighting. It's so easy. No, I'm like, you know what? Find a comfortable spot. You know what? Even take a break. Sometimes being in maintenance, even though you're not done your journey, but being in maintenance mode for a while evens it out and just mellows you out a little bit, and then you get back to weight loss. You don't have to be on constant weight loss mode. You know, if you've lost 50, 80, 100 pounds, you just need to sometimes coast for a while. It's, you know, because like I said, sometimes the fight's not there, and rather sit there and coast than gain. And is it tragic if we gain a little bit of weight? No, it's not. You're never going to gain all your way back by coasting. You know, keep the, like I said, I have videos with staples that are, you know, important to have. Don't have to junk around. Honestly, if it's there, you're going to eat it. So I know myself that I don't keep things that I know that aren't really, that set me off. Like, I have baked chips, I have pop chips, I have popcorners versus like Doritos. Doritos are a killer. I love Doritos, but I can't have them in the house because I can't stop eating them. Now, yeah, I go a little off on the Asian snack mix. You could say, D, you shouldn't have the Asian snack mix around. But seriously, it's Asian snack mix. It's rice crackers. It's not, these are things that are good for you. Yeah, I might overindulge, and yeah, the scale might not give me a loss that week, but you know what? It's all good. You know, if you make better choices in your diet, you're winning. And you can't stress over Asian. I'm not stressed over Asian snack mix. It's not worth it to me. I got a lot of other things in life to stress over. What I put in my mouth, it should never be one of them. So I try to keep good stuff around, keep your fresh chickens and your good turkeys and your veggies and some salads, because sometimes you don't know what to have, and sometimes a nice big old salad. Though, you know my motto, salad is not a meal, it's a side dish, which I do really believe. But sometimes you know what you want for lunch, and sometimes a big old salad will hit the spot. I love putting like different kind of vegetables in, like I like to roast my own beets, and get creative with your food. Get things that you like. What do you like? And you know, like especially like produce wise, go and find it. Like, I love beets, so now I buy them and I roast my own, and they're just so yummy. And to me, it's like a treat of having a roasted beet. I know it sounds really funny, but quite honestly, I don't ever have them that often. So when I do, it's a real treat. I've been having them more often now that I realize how good they are. And making I have like dips that you make with vegetables that are so good. And make your own hummus. That's 0 points. You're not going to gain weight on hummus. Now, granted, you know, you could dip the world's worst chip in there, but like if you get like veggies and make your own lavash chips, it's filling. You're not going to be able to eat as much as you think. You gonna sit there and put the whole bowl in front of you and eat it? No. Should you be eating a whole bowl of anything? No. Put yourself a nice little serving, make it look pretty, put some chips and some veggies on a plate. You know, it's all good. It's all good. And I think you need to start, you know, enjoying the food you're eating. I'm going to end this because I am almost at work and I'm late because of the dog. But they have me here, so they will appreciate that. So I thank you all again for all your words of encouragement. They lifted me up, lifted my spirits. You know, it's going to be a long haul with this dog. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be months before he's back to any kind of normalcy. But you know what? You give them the chance, and let's hope that he does well and the other knee doesn't go, because I'm not really in the mood to go through this again. But I'm hoping, you know, for the best. He'll get his stitches out on a week from Friday, or I should say staples. Actually, the incision isn't as big as I thought it was going to be. I think there's only like 12 staples, which I thought wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be the whole side of his leg, but it doesn't look as bad as I thought. So that's probably good for my morale. Oh, it would be worse. And he's just so sad, you know. But we will persevere on like we do in everything. You put your big girl panties on. Of course, make sure they're silk, and you just smile and you just move on, because that's all we got, people. It's all we got. Got to make the best. Got to make lemons out of lemonade. That's what they always say. See you later, folks.